My next guest is the newest member of the UFC's bantamweight roster. He's going to be making his debut against former champion Renan Barao. It is Andre Ewell back here on the program. Andre, how are you?
I'm feeling good, feeling like Deion Sanders on draft day, man.
I bet, man. I bet. Last time you and I talked, you just won the CES title. Now you're a member of the UFC roster. How did this all come together? Because I see a post on Instagram. You're going to be fighting Renan Barao. I mean, this sort of just came out of the blue.
Oh, definitely did. Truly, like I stated, I was aiming for the August 4th card, and truly, this was actually a bigger and better opportunity for me. It's going to be basically in Brazil and everything, so that's like his hometown, and you know how I am about going to other people's houses. So, yeah, it's one of those welcoming home parties the way I look at it, or welcome here, So it's a great opportunity to walk into to a beautiful place,
So where were you when you found out, and was it like a phone call, a text, an email? How did you find out you're in the UFC?
Truth be told, it was like a rambling story, but just know that my emotions was up and down, and it was through a phone call between my manager and my coach, Matt Dodge, and my coach, Merle Miller, that they gave me a phone call on three-way, and I was in the middle of basically handling like bank businesses and trying to get a home. Like, it's a deep story where I can end up telling you I was almost about to be homeless type of deal, and it kind of, so my mind was like left and right there, and then next you know it, they're handing me a contract to sign and everything, saying that I got a good deal, 4 fights and everything, and that was my opponent, Renan Barao. So I'm like, I got excited, So definitely on the situation where you came from nothing, and now I'm something, Like, hey, you almost lost everything, and now we got you a full contract to do something, grand for your future, and once again for my boy and everything. So yeah, it was actually a humbling situation.
Who's the first person you told when you found out the news?
My mom.
Oh, awesome, man. That must have been a nice phone call, getting to call mom and tell her you made it.
Yeah, it was actually it was funny. Like, she was standing next to me, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, because like one side of my face was like mad, and the other side was like, "Oh my goodness," like, I made it. So she kind of like looked at it and was like, "Did you really?" I'm like, "Yeah, mom, we're gravy. We're gonna be good. The whole thing. It's like we're in a perfect position right now." So it was just one of those situations.
And what's been the feedback like on social media? I saw you post it, make the post there, and I saw you getting a lot of love. Was there like one message that really stood out that, you're kind of like, man, that was awesome to hear that?
Definitely. Basically, everybody ended up writing me, and truth be told, every one of them stood out. Just the fact is in that it's not just me that's like made it. Like, it's, in my eyes, it's that we all did it. It's one of those, the people that started with me, the people that came onto the journey, the ones that ended up liking, viewing, constantly keep, actually on one of the videos that I ended up making, basically me like searching for the UFC, me walking around the world, like everybody ended up tagging Dana White for me, and like a good friend of mine named Morgan ended up helping on that situation where everybody literally start tagging Dana White. So it kind of opened up the door that people honestly do love me. And it's like, and then this is where it comes back where I end up giving thanks to my son Eli, because without him and without that situation, nobody here would know about me. No one would end up speaking about me. But now I'm in a platform where people are actually saying like, hey, I was following him from the gate, or hey, when I end up following him, he wasn't doing much and he was trying. He was working hard. And like I said, my story, it's beyond. Basically, if you end up taking my story, most people would say I shouldn't be here where I am right now. But I worked and honestly kept the hope and faith in what I was doing, and now I'm like, this is where I am now. So now everybody ends up get to see this and get to see all the hard work put in passion inside a cage. And one of the biggest platforms.
I agree. Did you feel like winning that CES title helped your case a little bit? We've seen so many champions on the Access TV promotions like LFA and CES where they get that call up. Do you feel like that helped?
Oh, definitely. And the one that honestly helped that situation the most, besides the organization, was Dennis. Like, if I didn't fight him, I don't think people would end up looking at me. I think they would have like brushed it under the rug as another fight. Because majority of all the other tough fighters that I ended up fighting, they kind of just brushed that under the rug until that platform. And with Dennis, we just made that happen. So I'm hoping where he ends up getting back up or getting up in the UFC too, so we can either run it back or end up becoming teammates type of deal.
Exactly. No, that's the best part of martial arts is that, after you guys fight, you kind of, keep tabs on each other going forward, but it's usually a positive thing, which is great.
My boy Ralph just walked in right now.
What's up, man?
This is Ralph. Hey,
Nice to
yeah,
meet
this is
you.
my boy. Like, hey, this is my gym coach. That's literally my gym coach. I haven't seen him like forever. I'm on the move right now. So yeah. So yeah, where were we at?
That's awesome. Let's talk about Renan Barao, though. The matchup. Just your initial thoughts on getting to fight a former UFC champion in your debut.
Debut. I believe it's one of those older lines that ran the whole jungle, introduced the new line that's getting ready to run the whole jungle. And it's one of those tests that's going to be opening, and it's honestly a great opening for me. So it's actually wonderful in my eyes. Like, because this guy, he's a hard hitter. Like, he ran it. He was on top. He was the guy. He was the man. And you ended up going up toe-to-toe with him. He either made it a show, or to the fact is in that he's finishing the show. And now I get the chance where I'm Mr. Like I said, Mr. Entertainment type of deal. Mr. AM, good morning, gets the chance to honestly move with somebody like that. I like a show. I love excitement, and that person's going to give me that. So that's honestly beautiful.
Do you think it'll help that the pressure's really on him in this fight? He needs to get back on the winning track. It's it's in Brazil. I mean, there's a lot of kind of just things that are working against him here, and you're the new guy. I mean, it seems like this is a great opportunity for you.
Oh, definitely. And I understand the pressure because, when you're on a losing or, a streak like that, things ends up happening. But anything is possible. But just it comes down as I'm the wrong opponent again. And it's the job that I'm going to have to end up doing, and the job that I'm actually going to have to finish. And because, again, it's at his hometown. So it's kind of like how me going into, New England to go fight Dennis. Like, I'm in their hometown. I know this is their hero. Everybody's cheering for him. They need him to honestly do what he has to do. But again, I'm California. Again, this is united. For me, like, I'm about to unite my people to bring over there and to take over. So in reality, it's pressure's on me and pressure's on him. But this is my show, and I'm taking over the show, and that's how I look at it.
And I know it's really early, but have you figured out when you're going to get down there? Because I know sometimes you want to get there a little bit earlier to get acclimatized. And I know also you only usually get like one cornerman. How does that all work out for you?
Right now I'm working on bringing in 4. I'm going to end up having that. And the time I should be there 5 days before so I can kind of get used to it. So the good thing about me, I hardly even sleep anyways. So me like adjusting to other people's time is like really easy. It's like really fast. Just the fact is in that my sleeping habits is already bad, so I'm either up all the time, or when I'm asleep, I'm only asleep for 6 hours. So in reality, I got my full energy and ready to go. So I'm honestly good with all that.
How are you structuring your training camp for this fight? Are you just keeping things basic, keeping things, what worked for you? You still keeping it going?
Keeping it going. And you already know, I'm still sticking with my boy Terphouse and the family. It's one of those situations where I end up pushing, and it kind of ends up flipping to that moment that I end up getting that chance to recover. And it's all about recovering. So if you're not able to recover, we're in that situation that you're just going to be there, not performing in the best way that you can, And again, Terphouse, they end up keeping me honestly well, because again, like I like the lotion, and I end up getting like mint and cherry. So everything's like gravy over here, So yeah, my training camps is honestly great. It's great.
That's awesome.
Adding more people, actually flying some people in to work with me, and everything's like legit.
Yeah, Brandon from Terphouse was telling me you guys were supposed to link up. I think it was yesterday or something. Did you end up seeing him? Because I know he was talking about some new products.
Definitely. He ends up giving me my favorite, because I always tell him like just keep me simple, and so it's like I said, he knows I love the gum. So again, people get the gum. Yeah. I ended up getting the new like flavor that he ended up having, where it ends up tasting like cough drops, that he was telling me, and he was not lying, or both of them. It was like, yeah, it tastes like medicine. Like Brandon said it, and Tara said it was like, yeah, it tastes like medicine. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. And I ended up tasting it, and I was like, yeah, it definitely tastes like medicine. Like, But so anybody that's honestly looking out, obviously you could jump on my link. I have the Terphouse, or you can jump on their page, the Terphouse. Click the link. Got the little code of the 20% 20% off. If you end up chapping in Afro Monkey, you end up good. Yeah, you end up being good on that situation. So yeah, it's but yeah, he definitely provided me, and he ended up hooking up my good buddy, training partner Andrew Lazo. So he ended up hooking him up, and he just like literally met him that day. So they're all friendly, man. Everybody, they need to know they're friendly. They always give you love, and definitely gives me love. So I end up appreciating them, for everything.
And you mentioned flying some people up for training camp. Anyone in particular that you're bringing in, or are you trying to keep that a secret in case Barao's watching?
Actually, it doesn't matter if he's watching or not. I'm very blunt with everything I end up doing. Like I stated, like I'm very forward, and the people I'm bringing in is going to be obviously my coach Merle, my conditioning coach, obviously my cousin Damon, that's him, and my little brother. He's actually going out there for to show love and support, and at the same time, his IQ is basically the same as mine. Just the fact is, the only thing different is I actually fight and he doesn't. But he actually, if he wanted to, he could. I don't know why he doesn't want to, And then right now, I'm working on trying to bring Ralph Acosta, the person you guys just ended up meeting. But right now, he's getting ready to have a child, so he's set at the moment. So if anything, it'll probably be I'm hoping my coach Tony, Coach Tony Gio, able to bring himself out there. And if not, then we got Austin Wilson. So, but honestly, perfect movement of what we're getting ready to do for my training camp and the right coaches that's going to be out there. So anybody I end up picking are automatically going to be perfect for me. So everything is like set.
Love hearing that, man. Well, we'll definitely have to link up closer to fight time. Just wanted to get your initial reaction to the fight and everything. But Andre, again, congratulations on getting the contract. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any other things you want to plug, the floor is yours.
All right. Hey, everything you end up knowing. You can catch me on Instagram, Day42. Please recall that day, DAII42. I'm in the business. I'm in the house. Or you can catch me on Twitter, Day24_Dre. So again, that is Day24_Dre. That's on Twitter. And obviously, shout out to my teammates, my family, and definitely the biggest part of that's bringing everything together, my son Eli Ewell. So thank you, and hey, thank everybody up in here. And again, Terphouse, make sure you get it. Make sure you get it. All right, nothing but love, everybody.